The compressor is installed in the machine following the instructions shown in the film. Connect the air duct to the machine. The connectors are the same. Connect the supply to the compressor in the accessory socket under the machine's electric panel. Set the small 50 under the concrete mixer. Check whether the concrete mixer is high enough and can unload into the hopper. In most cases you will have to raise it by about 10 centimeters. In others, the need will arise to take the wheel off the concrete mixer to be able to center the hopper under the unloading outlet. Install the pressure gauge. To help keep under control the pressure required to push the material through the piping. Also to detect the presence of pressure in the piping in the event of disassembly. Lay the air pipe. Usually we start from the furthest point, lengthening the pipe as much as possible. It can be shortened at the end of the working day if it is no longer necessary to reach those distances in the days that follow. This helps to protect the chamber from wear. Avoid twisting the pipe because if it is pulled the bends might obstruct it. Now connect the air pipe to the machine. Firstly, check that the seals are present and in good condition. The air nozzle and air compressor connection point can be inverted without affecting operation. Now, lay the material pipe along the same route as the air pipe, paying attention to the same points as mentioned previously. It is important to avoid tight bends because they create a resistance to the flow of the material, compromising correct operation. Now, connect the piping to the small 50. Make sure that the connection is perfectly clean and that the seal is in good condition. If the levers are difficult to close, check the joint for deposits. These steps must be carried out in the sequence described. We are now going to show you what to do when needing to pump to the upper floors. Lower the pipes to avoid the use of ropes or the like. Avoid tangling the air line with the material line. Fasten the piping to the scaffolding to prevent the formation of bottlenecks, especially in the column terminal bend when the piping is full of material, therefore heavier. One of the most important points where the piping has to be fastened to the scaffolding is the coupling. Fasten the piping so that the weight is lightened, otherwise it would weigh completely on the coupling. Now fit the spray nozzle. Firstly, check that the coupling and seal are clean. If it is difficult to close the levers, check that there are no deposits inside the coupling. Connect the air pipe, making sure that the joints are sealed and that they are in good condition. Connect the air unit to the material piping, only in the models that adopt this system. Open the air tap, moving it to the open position. This tap is the machine's remote control. Tap open means machine working. Tap closed means machine stopped. Adjust the air nozzle. The center nozzle, where the air needed for spraying comes from, must remain at a distance of about 1.5 to 1.8 mm from the narrow material outlet. If this nozzle is positioned too near to the narrow outlet, it would not allow a good flow of the material, thus causing problems for normal operation. Lock the nozzle in place, tightening the eye bolts provided with our hands. Connect the machine to the site control board using the cable provided. To connect the IP67 socket to the IP67 plug in the electric board, it is important to connect to the main site board. In homes, avoid current sockets far away from the main meter. For distances over 20 meters, use cables with a 4 mm cross section to stretch out the electric cable completely. As soon as the power is switched on, a blue warning light on the panel comes on. Connect the vibrating riddle to the electric panel. Turn on the red-yellow main circuit breaker and test the vibrating riddle. Using the special switch, turn the vibrator on and off. The vibrating riddle has a safety sensor. When the vibrating riddle is removed, the main circuit breaker is stripped, turning off the electric panel. As may be noted, the display turns off and a red warning light turns on. The machine is off. After refitting the vibrating riddle, it will be necessary to use the main circuit breaker to turn the machine on again. Using the two center buttons, you can increase or reduce the material flow rate from a minimum of 3, which is 0.8 litres a minute, to a maximum of 75, which is 14 litres a minute. Set the machine to 50, meaning 10 litres a minute, to start. Setup is completed.